I need bifocals, right? It's not
It is that time.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
You just reject that out of hand
No.
categorically?
It's the freaking last. I mean, what's the last? You know, I don't
really, honestly, life is exceedingly long. I reject out of hand
until it gets extremely short, right? Like,
yeah, but otherwise, it
suddenly-
it's just one, as they say about history, it's just one goddamn thing after another. Am I right?
what do they say about like it's parenthood, right? The days are long, but the years are short.
Yeah, that thank you very much. That's well remembered. The days are long, but the years are short. Is something somebody said who raised kids. But we don't know.
We didn't do
because
that.
we didn't do that.
We opted out of that.
We opted out of that.
It's like one margarita after another. That's
yeah.
You know,
life is just one margarita after another,
after
and then you I guess you ask for the tab. If we're going to extend the metaphor, right?
Unless you're at someone's house and then you just ask for another.
Oh well, no, yeah. So
or you're at your own house,
right?
Yeah.
But how do you know when it's time to stop drinking margaritas? Is my point.
Right. When you fall asleep.
Is that what? Well, then that would be death, right? So basically,
permanently.
If we're really just stretching this metaphor as far as to the breaking point. Okay. What we're really talking about here ultimately is you just keep drinking until you die.
Okay.
that's really what we're talking about. And fine. You know what? If that's really what life is all about, I'm fine. In fact, I was just at a friend's birthday party tonight. Oh my God, you have a see-through beverage. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, Loro and the see-through beverages.
It's too bad because this cup's really cool.
you can't see it. I would have to turn off the green screen.
Where's can you put something purple behind it or something?
I would have to turn off here. We'll do this. Well, just for folks to see. Is that okay? Wait, no, that's still not working.
Still. Oh, no.
Hang on, let's do this. Oh wait, there we go. Hi, it's green.
It's green.
See,
looks like slime.
It does. Looks like
it's just water.
It's full of the Hulk's cum. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Good night, everybody. Hi. I have no idea why I decided. My brain said, "Bro, come on." My brain said, "Hey,
it's not nice.
I have a joke that I want to tell," and then another part of my brain is like, "Don't tell that joke. That's a terrible idea. Don't tell that joke." And I'm like, "No, I'm going." I was a petulant child in my head. I'm like, "No, I'm going to tell the joke. I'm going to tell the Hulk cum joke," and I did.
The other day you said something that really icked me out.
We've been working so blue, y'all.
I'm going to tell it.
I don't think you should. I think that's a
terrible
idea.
No, it was the thing about tartar sauce.
I know, but I mean, listen. What if that gets stuck in people's heads, and then
then it gets out of my head, so it's not.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
it's the pay it
that's
forward.
That's how you get a song out of your
method
head.
of grossness. Yeah. Who was talking? We were talking. A friend of ours that we know from New York was saying that he had. I guess he's in Hawaii now. Terrible song in his head, and we're like, well, the only solution for that, sir, is for us to put a worse.
I gave him a list
of
8 songs that were worse than the one he woke up with.
And honestly,
he was like, "Thanks a lot."
Yeah, thanks? Okay. Question mark. Exactly.
Great.
Yeah. Fuzz says slurp.
Yeah, whoa, it's you two. I know we're on time for once. That's
I know.
Shocking.
It's us. Who would you expect? Anyway, so I was saying I was at a friend's birthday party tonight, and on the way over. My mom says she's. I'm like, well, how old is she? I'm thinking this woman is like my age, thereabouts, maybe a couple of years older. I was like, yeah, she is celebrating the last year of her 60s. Whoa, she's 69 years old. Just turned 69 years old.
Did you know this person?
I only know her.
Wasn't it the sister
vaguely?
of a person?
It's the sister of a friend, but she looks like sort of in my. Listen. I'm not incredibly well preserved, but she apparently is. And then I said, well, sister, what's your secret? And she was drinking champagne. She goes, this. And I'm like, listen, if that were really the secret, I'd look like I was 15.
We'd look at, I would. Is it the champagne?
I would be Benjamin buttoning my way to
champagne is too much sugar for me. I can't handle that.
Can anybody handle champagne on the real, like more than one glass? Because otherwise, instant headache. And then
I don't like a few hours goes by, and then I wake up.
Oh yeah,
with like my heart racing, like I did cocaine, but I've never done cocaine. Now, I mean, look at me. Why would I?
Why would we even bother? We've had this discussion.
Yeah.
So the cocaine. Oh right, what's happening there? Apparently, I was told this. Who told us that when you wake up in the middle of the night after you've been drinking, that it essentially is it's your body turning the alcohol turns to sugar, and you're basically having a sugar rush. Right.
Yes, that was in that book that we read.
Oh,
To
was
try
it?
to
Okay.
scare ourselves straight. We're scared straight now.
I certainly am.
We're
And
scared
cheers.
halfway
Look,
straight.
look at me. Yeah. I mean, I'm drinking less.
I
Does that
guess.
count?
It's good for you, right?
I don't know. Life is
I
long.
don't know.
Life is very, very, very long.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen.
we kind of like coped with the pandemic by drinking a lot, and that,
Did we wear?
What do you mean?
I have no recollection, honestly.
every day on the show. we were
Exactly. Just every goddamn night. So Angela says she can drink an entire bottle of Veuve Clicquot by herself, and she's not going to apologize for it. It's her favorite. But do you have any negative ramifications?
You don't have to apologize, but does it
apologize
make
at
you
all.
wake up later?
Yeah, do
it's
you
just
wake up with?
Listen, if I could drink it with no consequence, I would totally drink it. I just,
Yeah.
just gives me a head. It's just so much sugar. It just makes me,
Yeah.
just upsets my delicate system.
You're a very delicate flower.
Because
We've
I'm
discussed
middle-aged
this.
now and I'm delicate.
And honestly, the older we get, the more delicate we become. I don't know. Does that metaphor hold up? Like we're aging, like people. You ever so? I noticed the other day. This freaked me the fuck out. Speaking of aging, I'm reading a book and looking down at my
turn on the
arm.
background music.
We never do that until the actual show starts. I think people would be disconcerted if we
would
change
they?
things up at
Okay.
this point. So I'm reading a book. I'm lying in bed reading a book. I look down at my arms. I'm like, holy shit. I have crepey arms. My arms are getting crepey. Jesus Christ. I'm 55. I'm not that old. My grandmother had this skin that just looked like paper thin, and it would just, turn all shades of purple if you just, looked at it wrong. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going that direction.
What
Holy,
is it with old
God.
people? Why can you bruise them so easily?
I don't know. Listen. Ask Mitch McConnell. Remember old vampire hands? Because he was taking blood thinners, apparently. Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys.
Yeah.
I woke up in a shame spiral on Sunday because I was like, we
Yeah.
kept them too long. The show last week,
Oh my
to
God,
explain,
it
it
went
was like
south.
a double show
was
because
a
we
double
had written
show,
2
yeah.
shows and then we were just here and it was fun and we were hanging out.
Sure.
And then I looked at the clock and I was like, oh my God,
Oh my God,
we
what have
kept
we
them
done?
too long.
What have we done?
Nobody's going to ever come back.
Yeah, never.
So,
Never
I
come
don't
back.
know.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I think about in the middle of the night. It's really, really productive.
Ray says,
Real productive.
Saturday night is all right for playing. Had some dinner. Won't get laid. Well, thanks, Ray. Are you sure?
What?
Well, listen, it's not too late to turn that ship around, my friend. Go
Yeah,
out and
I
buy
mean,
something nice for her.
Like,
Go to the. You don't have to watch this. Go
It-
to if that's in your game
are
plan
you
for
on
tonight.
Are you on business travel or something? And that means you are not home, and therefore will guarantee. I mean, what's happening?
Could be right, and then that would guarantee that the geographical distance means the. What's this? Didn't Cameron do this in? Yeah. All right. Else.
Carrie says old people are like old fruit. That's why they are overripe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
right.
I'm currently sitting getting age spots over the sink. Right. That's what I
Wait,
did. Wait.
Carrie's never heard the background music.
All right. Well, we're gonna rectify that
Here's
for you
the
right now.
background
Kid. Yeah.
music.
Here we go. You've never actually heard. You've never heard this?
You mean you've never like noticed it?
This is the background music. It
This
usually isn't this hot in the mix.
This is the background music.
But this is
Turn it up.
as we used to say to our dog when he would want to go out on walks, and we'd say, hey, you want to go out on walks? And it was just fun because dogs are stupid. But like we're out on walks with him and like, hey, you want to go on walks? And he'd get all excited. And we would say to him, this is walks. So this is walks,
I
Carrie,
don't know.
right here. Maybe
This
she
is-
hasn't noticed it.
This is the back.
It's
Maybe they can't hear it.
It's a good thing that you haven't noticed it.
Anne just heard the background.
yeah.
music.
It's a good thing you haven't noticed it because it is chock full of subliminal messages.
Oh, geez.
Honestly, if you haven't gone on a 3-state killing spree
You are a
at
chicken.
this, if you haven't
are a
started
chicken.
worshiping Satan and going on a 3-state killing spree, well, then I guess I need to reconfigure the music. Ladies and gentlemen, hi.
How is
everybody.
everyone? Do
How
you
you
get
doing?
bitten by mosquitoes?
Yeah, Lori was having a discussion about this on. Have you
Well,
heard
we
of
were
the thing
sitting
called
outside last
Facebook?
night, and you were getting literally devoured.
I
by
was sitting. I'm
mosquitoes.
having my weekly cigar, and I'm just like, it's skeeter season, right? And
Suddenly.
all of a sudden they're just dive bombing me from every fucking direction, and I'm like, this is going to end poorly for me. So Laurel, being the kind soul that she is, always thinking of me. Oh my gosh, I have the most considerate wife in the world, and I'm not kidding.
They do not bite me at all.
They don't bite her at all. But she had gotten me a citronella candle, and she had also got me some citronella incense, and she
That-
fucking hates incense. But
That
this is
shit
what she
was
did for me.
stinky.
Now, we never do anything scientifically, and by we I mean me. Never do anything fucking scientifically, not once, not ever. I don't know why. It's like, well, I've got rosacea. Well, what are you going to do? Well, you could do a dietary restriction. You could try certain supplements. You could try certain creams. Why not all of them all at once?
So you don't know
Fire
what
the
works.
cannon, and you'll never
Yeah.
know. You'll never fucking know. So that's the same thing that we did last night. So I'm like, well, I'm not really going to sit around and take chances.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's tech problems here.
Hi. Anyway, so I went and grabbed the spray, and I'm like, dousing myself with DEET, which is so healthy. But I'm smoking a cigar. Who cares, right? I'm basically inhaling a tailpipe. So,
How is everyone?
how are you
How
guys
is your
doing?
week?
We have a question for you, and
Yeah.
we usually do this. We're going to jump right into the game because we're not going to waste any more fucking time.
Okay.
We're not going to waste your time. Not going to waste our time. No time will be
Show is
wasted.
not going to be an hour and 45 minutes. I
It's
can
not-
guarantee
it's
you
not gonna
that.
be. Do you know why? Because you're going to tell us things we can do to make the only show shorter. Things we can do to make the only show shorter. Yes, indeed. Listen, we are
Carrie
nothing.
made a jacket today. I mean, why don't we have hobbies like that?
Honestly, Carrie makes me feel
Unproductive in my hobbies.
completely unproductive in my hobbies.
Yeah,
I'll put out a song every once in a while. Does that
Yeah.
count?
I bejeweled a skull last week. That was fun.
Bejazzled it. Yeah.
Bejazzled it. Yep.
The skull vagina. And just went to town out with a little. Is that still a thing? Putting decorations on your vaginas?
Carrie says force in
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, the next, the
it.
next here. I'll tell you what the next clue should be. Oh, I was gonna.
Oh, do you want a blank card?
No, I was gonna pick the one out that has to do.
We
with
have another clue here. We usually ask you what you've been up to, how's everything going, and then nobody really answers because we generally ask it in the context of
Right.
a clue, and then you feel like, well, if I answer that, it's going to be construed as a response to your
Exactly.
your clue, and so we seem to have solved that particular mystery. What else are you thinking about here?
I was gonna say, what about this one?
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's very nice.
Invite the Boogaloo Boys. Yeah, that would do
They
it.
come whether you invite
Yeah,
them or not.
That would do it.
Yeah.
Play some copyrighted music. Copywritten? Copyrighted.
Sure, that'll shut us right down.
Copyright claimed.
You guys remember that?
There's
night
a person. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you. I think we were going to say the same thing. There's a guy on TikTok that I see every once in a while. He's a fella, appears to be roughly my age, and he just DJs every night, and he mixes like 80s music, and he goes live on TikTok. And I'm like, how are you doing this precisely, sir? Because it is my understanding that you're not allowed to play copywritten music on a social media platform, because y'all remember this is back in the days when we were still doing this show like every night. It was
It
somebody's
was your birthday.
I think it was my birthday, and my friend Eric came on, a different Eric, Eric Schoen, and he played the Beatles. He put a snippet of the Beatles. You say it's your birthday, and the whole show
And
just
they
shut
shut the
down.
whole show
It just bam, the window came down. It was like, sorry, it's like the bank teller. Now we're going
We
to
did watch Sharknado, though. That was
the things we got away with, though.
we
that
did
was,
watch Snakes on a Plane.
it seemed very selective. How did we get
Yeah.
away with actually doing that?
Open the door for the bear. Just,
And let's see. Forest Internet says, Carrie, convert to the metrics system. Invite the Boogaloo Boys. Don't you dare make it shorter. You hear me? Says right. Wait, you need to go get laid, my friend.
I
Listen,
know.
We're just looking out for you and your best interest. Invite Barb over or text Bonnie your address during the Forbidden DMs time slot. That's it, and then they'll know. They'll know.
Scott says, stay scripted.
Hi, Scott.
We can't do that.
Listen, everything we say on the show is scripted. We that, and then also that. And it's all scripted.
We write everything out ahead.
It's all a teleprompter. I just read what the teleprompter says. That's
What we do is we have a production meeting.
Yeah.
At noon, and it's no lie. We used to do this every day. Now we just do it on Saturday.
And we write the cards.
And we write the
together.
cards, and
Yeah.
then we write a rough outline of what we're going to talk about.
kind of, sort of. It's loosey goosey all up in here.
Yeah.
Just as you like it. Honestly, would you expect anything less from us? Back in the day when we were doing the show every night, I would kind of script things out.
You had notes for every
I
show.
want to make this point. I want to make this point.
Yeah.
I want to make this point. And eventually, I just said, "Fuck it." If it comes to me in the heat of the moment, great. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't meant to be.
It's the heat
Of the moment,
shows in
showing
your
your back,
eyes.
heart, do, babe. The demonstrate had a DIY unclog a wood chipper. Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Man, how dare you?
Eric knows how to unclog a wood chipper.
Speaking of Eric,
where is
I
Eric?
believe he's at the cabin.
He's over us.
So Eric has been doing extraordinary work. He's been doing the yeoman's work. Man, I like the yeoman. No work for the fucking yeoman because Eric's been doing it all around here. You know what? I'll get to that in a moment. Let's crown a winner
See,
for
this
this
is
round.
how
This
the
is how
show's 2 hours long.
is. Yeah, we're only on round one.
Yeah.
Show us 37 slides of weird testicles from around the world. Stay scripted. My
That's,
mom, she didn't know it was this late. Hi, everyone. Listen, we're just getting started. You're
We're just on the first
we were
round.
literally just talking about things we can do to make the only show shorter because, my God, last week was a stem winder. Start playing reruns. We'll do the best of. Remember when Carson would I'm going to be off for the night, and it's like it's the best of Johnny Carson. Scott says, fill in the pond. I'm going to give this Scott for stay scripted. I think that's exactly right. And as I said, everything we're reading is directly off of a teleprompter here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So anyway, as I was saying mere moments ago, we often will in some portion of the show be like, how are you guys doing? And it's usually when we've already started the show, right? So it'll be like, how you doing? And then we've already done, we've asked a question, and then you don't want to be like, my day was great, blah, 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 because then the question is name all of Jan's dildos or something like that. So that's not gonna. That's actually a pretty good.
And you feel like your answer doesn't get read, and it does, but we can't vote on your answer.
So anyway, so we're just going to systematize this, make it good and proper and official.
We're trying to make improvements to the show.
Listen, we have a suggestion box here, and we take those suggestions very, very, very seriously. Tell us something good that happened to you this week.
There you go.
Tell us something good that happened to you. And honestly, Laura and I were.
We have been griping a lot this week.
Yeah, I'm trying to complain less because
we're in a collective bad
I think
mood.
it's unbecoming.
Yeah,
I've been in a poo mood. I just am not in a good mood, and so y'all can bestow upon us some good things.
What's something good that happened to you this week?
Exactly. Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eric finished the fucking fence project because now Eric is out there working on the road.
Sexy.
He's out there working on the fence. He's on the road, and crackheads up the way, ma and pa crackhead.
I think they're meth heads.
Meth heads, whatever. Some illicit substance. Actually, she's a pill head, is what I think.
Legion says no. Come on, Legion. Something good happened to you this week.
Come on, Legion.
Come on.
How dare you, sir?
Let's do this. Let's all do this together.
So he sees them come down the hill. And he's like, wow, how old is that girl? I'm like, I think she's roughly my age. He goes, wow, she looks rough. And she does. And then
she's younger than you, actually.
Yeah. And then Eric's like, yeah, and I see him later. And they came back, and he's like, and they were going really slow, and they were looking at the fence in your property. I'm like, we got that fence in just in time. Thank you, Eric Atwood. Might have saved us a Robbins. Never know. Anyway, Eric has been Legion. That's very, very kind.
So nice. Welcome.
Yeah. He said the nicest thing that happened to Legion this week was he longed in here. Let's listen to some people's answers.
Ange had no house guests and hung out often without a bra. See, that sounds delightful.
For everybody concerned, fellas included.
Scott's son graduated 8th grade, and his daughter had her last dance recital until December.
Hey, that's fabulous. I love that.
Congratulations.
Carrie ate my parm. And
you make a really good chicken parm.
She means I made chicken parm. Very easy, but honestly, pause for the, as they always say on TikTok, pause for the recipe. Or the recipe in the show notes. Recipe in the show notes. It's very, very easy. If anybody's interested in a very, very easy, low fat, almost no fat chicken parm that tastes abundanza, hit me up. Slide into my DMs, as it were. By the way, my mom wanted to know what it meant.
That's right.
My mom was over too.
During that dinner,
slide into your DM. So
Anne said the magical words.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to slide into someone's DMs?
So Carrie explained
it to
my mom, and it was and it was wonderful because Carrie is a good explainer. Let's see. Legion said I logged in here. Honestly, those sorts of pandering answers will get you everything, Legion. It's true. I discovered how to make one of the best espressos I've ever had in my life. Do tell, Buzz
Wow.
McPherson. I am not satisfied with my coffee until I can stand the fucking spoon in it. I want it that thick. I want a coffee that takes me with a fucking shirt, right? That's what I like out of my coffee. My mom had a lovely dinner with me and Lori and the Atwoods. Yes, we really had a lovely dinner. If you're in the neighborhood, do stop by for dinner. We'd love to have you. We put on a lovely spread here. Laura always puts out a charcuterie board. And I'll make you something
that was
special
the
and
start
delicious.
of the weird week where like nothing I had to put out for like snacky purposes went with the theme, and I was like, oh no, now I can't go to the store. Whatever.
Yeah, well.
These are bad problems.
Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to tell us something?
Ooh-wee.
Who had the best response? I think funny is not what we're going
I mean,
for here.
these
Who
are
had the best
these are all
response?
great responses.
Yeah, but if we give everybody a point, then it's like giving no
I know
points.
it's like giving no points.
But the points don't fucking matter, as we've
I'm-
determined. They don't matter.
I'm gonna say, Ray says one day the Saloons will make a dinner happen.
That would be
will you come here? That would be fun.
We would love that. Y'all can come here and hang out with us, man. Do the show. Do it live in person. I almost said al fresco. That means outside.
And you'll hear how quiet it is in here.
So definitely.
All right, I'm gonna upvote Ange for having no house guests and no bra.
And no bra.
You know, this is good news for you.
Sounds great. Sounds fabulous.
And you've needed that break since your birthday. I feel like you've been going.
You need a break. You need a break. Honestly, if there were any way that we could just teleport you kids up here, why we do it right now? Yeah. We would do it right now. We just like Spock and Bones and you guys, and there you'd be. All right. So one of the things that we're trying to do is with our front gate project is put a fucking camera up so we can start logging, because randos just driving in and out of the property all day, all night, just the scuzziest fucking people you can imagine.
What does it mean when
scuzzy's the right word, isn't it? Scuzzy.
Greasy.
They're scuzzy. They're just greasy.
What does it mean when people are driving up and down the street and only staying for a few minutes?
What does
it mean to you? What does it mean?
I don't know. Anyway, so one of the things that we're doing is to put the camera up, and in order to do that, we're using a Wi-Fi extender, and we're trying to come up with a great Wi-Fi name. I initially said Buck Farb. Lori said Hi Barb, both of which I think are great answers.
I was going to call it I'm Watching You. But I tried that out. I changed our existing network to I'm Watching You.
Yeah.
And then I scared myself. I logged on to it and I was like, oh God.
Someone's watching me.
I forgot I changed it to that.
My mom says, fuck it, Bill O'Reilly. Fuck it. We're doing it live. Hey, it's Suzanne. Hi, kiddo. So anyway, name our new Wi-Fi network. Name our new Wi-Fi network, please.
Oh, Suzanne was traveling in the Central Coast. Are you from there? Because he's from there. Did we talk about this already?
I'm from the northern portion, the Monterey portion of the Central Coast. A lovely place to be and a lovely time of year to be there. My goodness.
Ange says they used to say Scuzzburn.
Actually, I just had a thought on the Wi-Fi name myself, and it just middle-aged brain. That's what we call it. We could call it middle-aged brain.
Eric, we joked that we were going to call it Eric's 18 inches.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
we were
because
totally
it extends. Oh. Now I'm sexually harassing him.
Listen, I mean, he knew the job was dangerous when he took it, right? Shows up here dressed like that. What does he expect? A little pat on the tush. That's what he gets. FBI van too. Oh, Suzanne was born in Santa Barbara County. Laura here went to grad school at
UC Santa Barbara. Yeah.
And I went to UC Irvine, but my best friend and my girlfriend at the time both went to UCSB. So I logged a lot of hours in Isla Vista. Oh, friends, if you've ever spent any time in Isla Vista, it's
IV, man.
Yeah.
IV.
It's basically a bunch of poorly maintained ramshackle cottages and like just vomit running through the streets, as far as I can tell. Really, it's just frat boy.
Warning.
Exactly. Just frat boy barfins all over. Just, hey, do you want to do a keg stand? Sure. Until 4 a.m. Shut up. That's my message to Isla Vista. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God, it's loud.
I lived in graduate student housing in Goleta. It was very quiet over there.
Well, yeah, because
no, it's just all nerds.
People
no
were
one
fucking
ever goes
studying there.
No one goes over there.
They weren't trying to, do some sort of personal best Jello shots record. Eric, it's Eric. He's on. Wow. All right. Middle-aged spread is what he wants to call it. We've got Bonnie's Meats. Let's see. Wait, FBI Van 2 says,
not your Wi-Fi.
Eric says, my 18 inches. I see that hooker passed out. We're going to call it Barb's hooker. That was another one. DEA, I fell on it in the shower. Nacho Wi-Fi, Meth R Us. My mom lived in Goleta one summer. Yeah, she worked at Jostin's Rings, the school rings. Remember the school rings? Yeah. Let's see. Big butts don't lie. Scream the word penis for the password. The big cocks. These are all great.
The big cocks. Mm-hmm. The big cocks. That's
Be
funny.
very, very afraid, says Legion. Let's see what we got here.
We're the big cocks. It's funny because I was like, oh man, we can't let that show go on for 2 hours tonight.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
we're only on round number 3, kids. It's 45 minutes.
All of a sudden I was like, we could just play less rounds. It's like there's no rule that says we have to play. What do we play? 15 rounds or something?
We could just vote. Like, we're at 10. Do you guys want to just hang it up? Yeah, but it's really up to you.
Then we could just call it at 9 o'clock with however many rounds we played and be like, oh, you have 6 points, you get a skull.
Based on what you just said, and because he had a number of funny responses, let's give it to Ray for the points don't matter. Ripple.
I can see you walking around naked in your kitchen.
I'm outside your house right now.
Call me.
Dockers. So how did we get on this subject here? Remind me.
Oh, so I got an email this week from Kickstarter. I don't know how I got back on their email list because I quit it a long time ago because not everything needs disrupting, Kickstarter.
I'm convinced, by the way, that a lot of places will be like, yeah, they say unsubscribe, but we're basically just going to kind of put them in another bucket for about 6 months, and then we'll just hit them again, and we'll just hope that they don't
We have no idea how you got that.
How on earth? Like, I've unsubscribed to you fuckers 9 times.
So this week, some company is disrupting the cheese grater. It's the electric cheese grater that you never knew you needed.
Wait for it.
And I'm like,
Cheese Rain. Oh, and it's just like you have a thing. It's like it's
exactly like the like late 90s, early 2000s in Silicon Valley. It's like everybody's like, we're gonna make an app of the night sky where you point the phone at the night sky and look at the stars. I could just look up at the night sky, you boneheads. Nobody needs $50 million for that. Like,
hey, you want to stay at a stranger's house? You want to ride around in a car with a stranger? We're disrupting. We're in the disrupting business. This is great. Anyway, so what doesn't need disrupting? What doesn't need disrupting? My mom weighed gold.
Cheese graters don't need disrupting.
And in 1964, it was $3.24 a pound. A pound.
Carrie loves her Night Sky app.
Listen, I love the Night Sky app. I'm that is one thing where I feel like that was a value add. I genuinely do. Plus the music.
That's so funny.
The music is very Carl Sagan.
So, it's fine.
Billions and billions of years ago.
Scott's sleep doesn't need disrupting.
Does not need to, correct.
And just dog doesn't need. Which dog though? The spazzier dog or the less spazzy dog? Are you insinuating that your dogs are just right as they are, or that they're not just right as they are, and therefore disrupting would make no fucking difference? I'm not sure what I'm getting from. Democracy does not need disrupt. Thank you. Yes, that is the answer. That's true.
I'm ready. Well, it's not my round, but yeah,
that's okay. You can give the point.
I'm ready to give the point to Ange on this one.
Give the point to Ange.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Democracy.
See how agreeable I am.
Fucking need to. Yes, you're incredibly agreeable. So much. I do. But yeah, honestly, my wife is so. In fact, I don't even think I didn't even have a chance to pin this one, or barely. My morning constitutional, Carrie, when she is taking a nap.
When she is talking.
Oh, talking. I thought it said taking. The party currently in the White House. Yeah, Angela. Yeah, for sure, Angela. You get the next 2.
Oh, Bonnie's expired meats could be disrupted. There are many things that could be improved about her.
We picked up a little item today.
I went to Bonnie's yesterday. No, 2 days ago, and I got something.
Yeah, Bonnie's a cat person. If you're interested,
I'll tell you about
Bonnie
it
K. Hoffman on Facebook, and you can learn a little bit about our friend Bonnie.
That's not her name, but
isn't it? Not Hoffman. No, not Hoffman.
But I don't want to say her name. Yeah, I don't want to dox Bonnie.
We're not doxing Bonnie here on the show. So
I do know where she lives, though.
Yeah, she lives at 4093.
Oh, Jesus.
So everything this week for whatever reason, has moved at a glacial pace, such that when it rolled around,
Not Eric.
Not Eric. No.
Eric's
Eric
the only one getting anything done
person
this
who
week.
got fuck all done this week.
Right.
Everyone
else is like waiting for a part in the mail from Amazon all week long. That was what I did all week.
Waited for shit to arrive.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
waited for answers from people. It was so ridiculous.
On the subject of waiting for things to arrive, I'll show you just a second. Anyway, everything took so long that by the time Thursday rolled around, I'm like, how is it not Friday? Why am I not sitting on my porch having a cigar?
If Eric hadn't been coming here, we would have just quit and pretended it was Friday.
It's Friday.
On Thursday, we would have just been like
functional Friday.
We're done.
Anyway, blank took way longer than I thought. Blank took way longer than I thought.
Here's an example. We're trying to extend the Wi-Fi, as we mentioned, the signal to all the way to the front gate so we can see, install a camera out there.
Yeah.
So Thursday, the entire day, I spent trying to learn what a mesh network was. And then if I just needed a range extender, and I went to Best Buy and asked all these questions. And then when I told them what I was using it for, they were like, oh, we can't do that. That won't work at all.
Yeah, exactly.
That won't work at all. They said, you need Starlink, satellite internet, something. That's a demanding outdoor environment. You can't do that. And I was like, okay.
Settle down, geek these.
Did you ever go to Best Buy and then you feel like you know less than when you went into Best Buy?
Yes.
That's how I felt.
Also,
on Thursday. That was my whole Thursday.
The last time I was in there, I need to get a trackpad for my setup in here, and it is tumbleweeds through there. Like, hello, is there anybody who works here? They
disrupted their process.
The only
can you put your name in so we can help you when we get a chance? And you're like, no, I just want to wander around and look for something.
So I had the opposite experience. I needed to ask somebody because I couldn't find what I was looking for, and I'm like, is there any on God's green earth a person who fucking works here? And the only person I could find who works there sits at the front with a gun. Jesus Christ! It's like she's sitting at the like she's guarding a third world country. El Presidente. No, he can't come and talk right now, so you can get the business end of this if you keep up.
I in fact did chase the Amazon delivery guy.
Yeah, his name is John. We learned way more about the Amazon delivery guy, and when Laura tracked him down, she goes up to get him because she wanted to get this thing that we knew we were waiting, because you could see it's like 2 more stops for John, 1 more stop for John, whatever.
Amazon has disrupted the delivery process. So it's like, John will be here in 4 stops. John will be here in 3, with this little picture of his face. So finally he gets here, and I go up to the door and I go, hey, John.
Hey, John.
And he goes, wow. I'm like,
he's like, how did you know? And I'm like, well, because basically your company's doxing you. Right.
I mean,
John Sagittarius.
It's not my fault. They told me you were coming here and what your name was.
Sagittarius loves bubble baths.
Sorry.
Yeah. Turn-ons, turn-offs. He's like a centerfold. That's what he's got going on. So Jim's right hand, losing my virginity, getting out of bed took way longer than I thought. Eric's 18 inches, pond talk, cooking Bonnie's meat, butt stuff, getting mushrooms on my veggie lovers pizza, giving a damn took way longer than I thought. Yeah,
it does.
Carrie Atwood Johnson, she's still waiting for her pizza. Raising kids, Trump's trial, no shit. Why on earth? I can't even get started on making John's day. All right, so
hey, John.
Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to blank took way longer than.
I'm going to give it to Eric for all of his many funny answers.
Yes, nice.
You know what? Where's Christina Nunez in that game?
I don't know. Where's Brendan and David Salter?
Yeah, they're all so funny. Where did they go?
I don't know.
When they watch the replay.
Ray, you're up there. Go drive by. Go do a drive by. I had one question here that I was going to ask next, and now I'm like, where the fuck did that?
Well, chippity chop. We've got 24 more minutes.
We got to wrap this shit up. Oh my god.
Okay, so I was returning something in a store, and
there it is.
Oh well, go ahead.
Sure. So y'all, Steve Bannon's going to prison. Yay! Oh my god.
Someone filed that form.
Somebody finally filed the right form.
I wanted to do it. I volunteered.
Yeah. The Federal Department of Corrections or whatever. I was like, oh, you know what? We never said. Oh, we didn't. Oh, that's on us. Oh, the egg on my face. So Steve Bannon finally going to prison. What's going to be Steve Bannon's prison name? Oh my God. And honestly, I said the Pruno King, because honestly, the only way he's going to survive his first 48 hours.
Red face McPruno.
He is. I saw somebody on social media say that cirrhosis looks like it caught Steve Bannon, right? Contracted Steve Bannon. It does.
It's okay. He can do what he wants. It's just that
cirrhosis.
They need to medically detox him when he gets to prison. Right?
I mean, he looks like a before picture of Charles Bukowski. That's honestly
that's rude. Dave!
Dave Geltner, hey,
you're funny.
What's happening? Welcome back.
Smithers is his prison name.
But Bart. Oh, that's good. I like that. As in Breitbart. That's very, very funny.
Carrie, John is the delivery driver from Amazon.
Carrie says Prison
Steve.
Steve.
You guys think we name everything Steve.
Because we
do. Because it's funny.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on.
Well, Eric thinks we name everything Steve.
Fashion Steve. Yeah. Prison Steve.
I cleaned Fashion Steve and I put his Jason Voorhees outfit back on.
Oh my God, Legion, my sleeve Ben and Russ. Nobody will know the right. That's a great Friends reference right that's there, funny. My friend. That's Breitbart Island, right in the Breitbart Smeagol. Oh my God, smear. Oh yeah. Oh my God. So this is yours again. Who had the funniest response to Laurel?
Obviously, Prison Steve. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, you guys. So listen, speaking of disruption, we have an HP printer, and they have this program where you can get free ink cartridges. But there's a catch.
It's a subscription to ink cartridges.
Exactly.
They give you a 6-month free trial.
Right.
But the minute you cancel, they lock your printer so you can't print.
This kind of thing makes me so fucking angry. And there's something about somebody from afar having control of my printer through the internet.
David Salzer is late for class. How many demerits?
Honestly, you're gonna have to go to the principal's office right now, sir.
I mean,
and bring a note. And bring a note that says you went. Welcome, David. Hi, we're glad that you're here.
It is a subscription to a scam, and I fell for it the first time. And then they locked my printer, and then I talked to the chat, and they were like, "We can see that your printer," and I was like, "You are a creep."
I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit.
I don't like this.
However,
and they said, "Well, we'll turn you can keep your We'll unlock your printer if you send us back all of the ink we sent you."
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Get revenge on HP.
It's blackmail.
Get revenge on HP. We're not doing our traditional roast question tonight. In lieu of get revenge on HP.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is right before the subscription expires, I'm just going to take the printer off the network and start using a fucking cable to print everything like it's 1996.
Fuck yeah, we're going old school. We're going Ethernet, baby.
And when they send the email like, "We can't see your printer to lock it," I'm going to be like, "What happened? I don't know."
Goddamn right, people. How about that?
I can't.
Cash me outside. When
I missed the deadline. You were like, "What?"
When you told me about that, I was like, those cartoon, the cartoon character who gets angry. It's like, like the little thermometer coming up my head, bursting over the top.
This is one of those things that took way longer than I thought. Like this has been going on for at least 6 months. Like they locked it, then I got it unlocked, and I've been trying to work it out. And he's like, he sent me that, like, they, whatever, who cares? But you finally asked about it, and I was like, "Oh, sit on down. I'll tell you all about the printer drama that's going on."
And I was,
and you were like,
"Rapt."
What?
I was rapt.
What?
Attention.
That took half the morning.
Oh yeah. So Dave Geltner says, "Mail them back bricks." Actually, you're right. What we should say is, we're happy to return all of your ink. Will you send us a prepaid postage envelope and then just load it up with the heavy? Send them back. Fucking what's the densest array on the periodical chart? What's the densest item in the known universe? You just send them back a brick of that.
Some uranium.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to go to prison now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, give them HPV. Yeah, HPV. Sure. Open their back door, let them figure out how to dislodge the paper jam.
Is now a good time to bring back the fact that I don't have herpes and I still don't have it. I never had it.
Well, honestly, once is all you need. It says paper jam. There is no paper jam. Why does it say paper jam? This thing's lucky I'm not armed. Pee in a jar and dye it black and then send it back. That's funny. Okay, so it's like ink, but it's pee-pee. That's good.
Right.
Yeah. Adopting pondfish. Neutron star. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the black hole, right? It just collapses matter. Send them a box of toner powder
from the 90s.
with glitter. With glitter. There's nothing more annoying. I had a girlfriend who used to send me these, love letters, and I pull it out and just glitter fucking everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God.
Did she hate you?
As it turns out. So this is mine to, I'm going to give it to Dave for Mail Them Back Bricks. I think that's a fabulous idea. Listen, if I lived 1,000 years ago, my profession would be blank. We're cooking now, kids. We're hitting the ground running, right?
Put a dead fish in the box with the ink cartridges. It's a good idea.
Exactly, because Luca Brasi and HP Sleep with the Fishes. That's very funny. I like that. If I lived 1,000 years ago, Anne says we're making her laugh. Much needed.
Yay!
Hooray! Hooray!
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
This is our only social time during the
It really,
week.
really is. Listen, and it goes both ways because I've been in the fucking crap ass
The
mood.
worst mood.
Just a terrible, terrible mood for
We've
most
been
of the week.
faking it for Eric.
Just faking it for Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi, how's it going?
Eric should come over every day because that's the only time we were like,
it forced me to get out of bed, and,
even trying to be pleasant.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, Ange,
Yeah.
this is cheering me. You're cheering me up.
You're cheering us
Why? Listen.
I feel like I don't have any hard skills. So if I lived 1,000 years ago, my profession would be court jester.
That's us. I mean, listen, is there any question? We've talked about this in a post-apocalyptic barter society.
Well, during the actual apocalypse,
Right.
we were your court jesters.
We were your court
So
jesters. We say
We
to-
didn't
to
have any
you,
hard skills then either.
I mean this sincerely. Ray, you're the professor, right?
Right.
You're going to come up and invent things. I think Eric can, there's nothing Eric can't build, and Fuzz can come and hunt. You can all come and live on the compound. We'll weather all of this together. Whatever the next,
Sure.
I don't know when the Chinese decide to disable our power grid for good. Then you guys just come here, however you get here, and we'll just make it. We've got a running stream. There's fish in it, I'm told.
That's right.
And lots of. We have flora and fauna.
We
Plenty
do.
to choose from,
We do.
right? Oh, and we have a queen. We have a matron, which is my mom. She will be here.
Oh my
She's
God.
a village elder.
Speaking of flora and fauna, this does not have to do with flora and fauna. You saw a wolf this week.
I fucking saw a wolf, y'all. Yeah,
In the flora and fauna.
right. So the dog, every once in a while, will see something outside and not just hear, "Boof," and often it's a fucking squirrel. I'm like, why did you trigger the alarm? That's, it's
Well, she can't tell the difference. She just
can't.
thinks there's something out there. It's bothering me, but it's bothering you, right?
Exactly. So something has breached the poo perimeter, the poo and pee perimeter. She set it up. She does her business along the perimeter of the property. That means it's her turf. And how dare you step onto it? So I hear her from the other room, and I go and I'm like, oh, what is it? What is it? And it's not a coyote. It's a wolf. Wow. And it was magnificent. And it was looking at the dog through the glass like, I would eat you if I could. Oh, you look delicious.
The bear was doing that same thing to the dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
And I ran
I'm
in the other
answering you.
room, and I'm like, oh, let me get don't leave. And I go to grab my phone and go to take a photo, and it was, of course, not. But beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's one of those things where when you live in an area like this, you can kind of get used to it. It's like, oh, yawn trees. But every once in a while, you get up and you're like, oh, shit. We really do live in the woods, man.
In the woods. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see. So
I mean, we live in with the bear at the bird feeder, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. That's how woods we live. Pyramid porn artist, says Ray. No one ever talks about 1024. I don't even know what was going
That's
on
true.
then. That was the dark. They don't call it the Dark Ages for nothing, Carrie. It was the Dark Ages. It was really that long period between the Romans and the Greeks and the Renaissance was just a bunch of stupid fucking people just basically being religious and making bad paintings, as far as I can, and getting lots and lots of diseases. That seems to be, and weird haircuts, lots and lots. Let's see, discount sandals, says David. That's funny. Hot senior amoeba. That's very funny, Mom. Let's see, disrupting the Dark Ages. Toner farmer. Plague doctor. Shitty clothing maker. Founder of Face Stone.
Eric says pretty much the same thing I do now.
Yeah, but I was going to say, I don't think your profession has changed much. You and the prostitutes, Eric, you guys are doing the same thing. Piss boy, wait for the shake.
We did report that wolf.
Was the wolf's name Jack? Yes, it was Wolfman Jack. Let's see. That was a hyena, says Gary. Or Wolfman Steve. Wolfman Steve. The first Napster investor. All the way back then.
So good.
My mom said, yeah, she had one in her garden too. Pirate. Disco Evangelist, the Groom of the Stool, a Norman Conquester. Let's see, a Dragon Slayer, a wolf will kill you, and not normally in this area. You should report it to animal control so they can track. All right, I thought the wolves were pack animals, and they generally wouldn't, they wouldn't mess with you.
I thought they would.
They mess with your animals. I don't know. Anyway,
but we did report.
We did report it. Was this you or me?
I think this is me. Oh. This is the odd number, the even number. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Dave for Disco Evangelist.
Yeah. Okay, good. I like that. That's very, very funny.
Dave has won 2 rounds in a row.
All right. Okay. When they would talk about in grade school, boys would throw rocks at the girls. It means he likes you. Blah, blah, blah. Well, when I blank, it means I love you. When I blank, it means I love you. We're watching a show on HBO Max called Industry. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's about to be on its 3rd season, and it's
water.
I'm good, thank you. Okay. Magnificent show, and it is one of those shows. It's so very, very HBO, and by that I mean the writing is dense and complex. The acting is terrific. The cast is young and pretty. And there is a level of graphic sex in this that they are just this close to showing full penetration. And I'm not kidding. I've never quite seen anything like it. Like they're just thrusting, and all you're looking for is that thing in between them that's being thrust. And there are things that I have seen, emissions that they have simulated, one hopes, onto another character's abdomen. That, holy God, I listen, I understand that you can, but should you, HBO Max? Should you actually film skeeting on somebody's fucking stomach?
Are you trying to get us taken off here?
And so, like, and Laura was saying she had read something recently about, these, or I think you follow somebody on TikTok, these consultants who work on set.
It's called an intimacy coordinator. It's a whole job now.
Yeah. And it basically, I just keep thinking to myself, where is that person? Where exactly is that person? That, and also, who was the person who was responsible for being is it a syringe? Like what are they, is it tapioca? Like what are they using? Tatiana Docena says hello and says super random. How was your experience on Frontier Wild Path? The 2 trips I took were fine. They were just fine. I can't say honestly that I would recommend it. If you've flown Frontier before, it's kind of like the Greyhound bus of the skies, right? It's not.
I don't know that you'd recommend the Frontier Air Pass, would you?
Yeah. I didn't. The reason why I wouldn't recommend it is because unless you live in a hub city, and I think there are like 3 or 4.
That's what you discovered. It was like you have to fly somewhere to then fly out.
I think it's like Denver and Atlanta. They hub out
Las Vegas,
and if you don't fly out of a hub city, fly out of Seattle Airport. And it takes forever. Like I literally, to get to where was the first place? Chicago. I had to do 24 hours in Las Vegas. Right. That was a lot. And it's Vegas, so I had a lovely time. But like every place else that I've tried to go, let's see. So when I lick it,
David, it's a whole job. You should try to get connected with film sets. You can be the intimacy coordinator. Yeah. They put the jock strap on the guy.
Yeah, and apparently they cover up one's junk with like tape or something. I don't know. I've seen
every Gen X person is like, get over yourself.
Get over yourself. That's how it's going to be. Yeah, honestly, HBO in a few years is going to be showing full penetration.
Oh my God,
get over it, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Let's see. When I text, it means I love you, says Eric. Yes, it does. Hug you at 4:30. Tell you I love you. When I shut up. Legion and Eric both said, when I call you Steve, it says right.
No.
When I smile and wave, replace your shitty floors. That is love. That is love. Thanks, Eric. When I wax, says Dave. start going to spinning class, sing I've Never Been to Me.
That I cannot even believe that you know that song.
That's very funny.
I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me.
Let's see. Scott says, listen, when I give you the hose again. Yeah, because you didn't put the lotion on its skin. That's why you got the hose. Hold the knife while I kiss you. Tatiana says, I live by the SFO airport. Yeah, it's the same difference as living near SeaTac. I mean, take a look. Go on the Frontier website and see where you can go.
You still have to fly somewhere else to fly somewhere good.
Right. Mock book a flight. Don't pay, obviously, but just see.
You end up paying in hotel fees.
Oh, yeah.
To pick up anyway.
Yeah, and lack of sleep. Let's see. Give you the window seat. When I attach the ankle monitor, that's very funny. Coordinator, talk about politics with you. Give it to you good. The Real Housewives. Watch the Real Housewives with you. Tape your junk, also known
Eric's
as
gonna make out with Steve.
Make out with Steve.
Do you mean Fashion Steve or Steve Jesus or actual Steve?
This Steve. Okay. Come on, pucker up, Atwood. All right, dear Laura, this is you, right?
No, it's you.
Oh, this is me. Okay, then I'm going to give it to.
When I get out and push the Frontier plane, it means I love you.
It does. Actually, I'm gonna give it to Eric for text. When he texts, that means he loves this. Yeah, but lots. Eric had a number of very, very funny responses. All right. Let's see. Everything is a lie. As they say, everything is a lie, especially blank. Everything is a lie, especially blank. Laura made me the first bouquet of the season from Laura's garden.
Yes.
Oh,
here's Laura's garden.
Beautiful. This is Laura's garden in action. Kids. Oh my goodness, you want some of this. That is just unbelievable. And the flowers smell so good. And my mom's garden is popping off too. Really, really.
We've all been working really hard on the gardens this year.
Mm-hmm. And by we, you mean you.
And your mom.
Yeah, and my mom.
Yeah.
I've done some stuff, but not as much as you guys have done.
You planted a tree?
I did.
You planted a bush and a rhododendron, and you planted a lot of stuff. You just dig a lot of holes.
I dig a lot of holes.
You're in charge of holes.
I'm in charge of digging holes. I just make comments, and I'm like, and I try to get out of that comment by making more comments.
By
and
digging
just,
a hole
God,
a hole.
Stop.
No, we can't tell that story. No.
Honest to God.
We've been workshopping a lot of material.
We've been developing
we can't
stuff
tell you.
We can't tell you at all. Honest to God. Like, listen, it's a subscription only at this, and not even.
It's not even a subscription. It's
not even that.
I don't even. Yeah. I don't even know.
Good
what it is.
Lord.
Just...
I don't know what it is. We're just on a tear where we're just. I think.
We'll start talking about something that's just so off, like so cancelable.
I'm inclined
and then we're
to
like laugh
everybody.
about it all day,
and just
and
laugh.
then it's like we can't stop it, so it can't go in the show.
Oh no! Oh heavens no!
So usually we'll just put in the show what we've been laughing about all week. Right?
That we can talk to you about.
Right. Earlier this week, I was waiting in line at a customer service, and I was it was right next to a bathroom for the store, and old ladies kept emerging from the bathroom. And finally, I sent Stefan a text that said, "Old ladies keep coming out of this bathroom. I think it might be a time portal." And he texted back, "Don't go in that bathroom."
Literally, every woman who goes in there just comes out.
These are real conversations.
Actual real conversations.
So we wrote that into a clue because that's, funny and not off color.
Right? Exactly. Holy Jesus. Oh my God. Eric says that your garage refrigerator is now fixed. Oh my God.
It's not fixed. Maybe it's
And
fixed.
Eric tried to explain why, and Laurel and I just are like blank. We're just like, not understanding. Oh, because it has something to do with the ohms and
it
not
starts
getting
a cycle,
enough.
And I'm like,
cycle,
I'm
not getting this. And I literally just like flatline.
I got an A in everything.
Oh my God. The government's a lie. Finland is real is a lie. It's not really.
You're supposed to pull the trunk and it lights up. It doesn't light up.
All natural ingredients in microwave popcorn. Lying is a lie. Mushrooms on a veggie lover's pizza. The tastiness of the McRib. That it's totally okay to have a septic drain field uphill from your house. Spoken like the wife of Eric Atwood. Middle age is between 40 and 80. I can't call myself middle-aged anymore. How many 110-year-old men do you know? Come on.
What have
McNuggets
you
are
been
alive.
late aged?
I don't know what I even am. I'm a short timer. That's all I know.
Oh, jeez.
The orange one, insurance. Yeah, actually.
Oh, you know what's a lie is dental insurance.
Yeah, that is bullshit. Insurance generally is fucking bullshit anyway, because their whole motivation is to not pay you. Like, I like a good neighbor.
Such bullshit.
Oh, like a good neighbor who fucks you. Yeah, that's exactly right. You are like a good neighbor. Yeah. My crypto future. Are you sure, Legion? You just haven't gotten into the right Dogecoin yet, my friend. The Geek Squad and Genius Bar. Yeah, all right. This is you, yeah?
Dental insurance is a lie.
It fucking is. Dave, we see eye to eye on many,
You
many
are
things.
hilarious.
You
Dave.
have somehow wound up in our orbit for a reason. I'm believing. The blow bar. Dear Laura,
Oh, jeez.
who gets it?
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
it to Suzanne for insurance is a lie.
Insurance is like, now listen, we just completed round 10. And we said, like last week,
Oh, it's 8:57.
went way long.
Listen, if you
this is
guys
round
want to
10.
wrap it
If
up,
you guys
and go
want
home,
to just call
we're
it,
good.
call
We're
it good.
good.
We're good. Just say so. Just say so. In fact, say so by leaving, and then we'll know.
Just no.
We'll watch the
Say
numbers.
so by saying, "Hey,
Yeah, it's enough.
let's wrap it
It's
up."
enough. And we'll do 10 rounds because the points don't matter.
Exactly.
The points don't fucking matter.
And the
Anyway,
hips don't lie.
what is going the hips don't lie. What is going on in that old lady bathroom? What's going on in that old lady bathroom? The one that's a time portal. Just don't go in there. Is all we know.
David Salzer, where are the Nunez Drieslanes?
Where are the Nunez Drislanes? We must know because you guys.
You keep
Sent
tabs
us-
on them.
Well,
Right.
you sent us a photo last week
That you were
showing
all
that
set
you
up
were all
together.
set up together.
This week they might be at 8th grade graduation.
Oh, they might be. Yeah, because their oldest, I believe, just graduated from.
Did you have middle school
We
graduation?
did. We did. We did not have kindergarten graduation. We did not have compulsory graduation from every grade. We just saved it for the important ones.
I think we had middle school. I mean,
I just love my carpet on the toilet seat. They have little butterscotch candies at the counter too, right? The little stale candies. Oh my God. Powdering noises. No, they're literally powdering noses. Dave, that's what they're doing in there. They're not. You know.
oh, I thought they were having a big party. Yeah, they're having.
Oh, maybe it was an old lady three-way. Yeah, right?
Oh, gross.
Face massager overuse. Big Dick Steve. Oh, everything's named Steve. It's always funnier with
What's
Steve.
going on in that old lady bathroom? Scott Coates says the,
The
hysteria,
hysteria
doctor.
doctor. Yeah,
oh, you're
because-
hysterical.
Well, they're used to that, of course, because back
That's
in
right.
the day, you know, any maladies that women had that the doctors couldn't figure out, well, just take out your parts.
Just
Right,
remove your womb. That will cure you.
It'll cure you.
And that's what did it.
Yeah, that's what did it. Yeah.
And no one was hysterical again.
Yeah. It's Invisidrink. Spin cycles. All right. So this is you. What's
No, I give it to
what's not going
Suzanne
on?
the last round.
All right. Let's see.
What's not going on in
What's
that old
not
lady
going
bathroom?
on in that old lady bathroom? Honestly, Angie's answer was so wonderfully random. I got to give it to her for love my carpet on the toilet seat. And also, the toilet seats are all covered with
And, those embroidery.
embroidered
yeah.
or like shag
Now,
carpet.
How often did those get washed?
I don't think ever. My grandmother had
Gross.
that, and along with a padded toilet seat, which was lovely. Lovely.
Gosh, that was so comfortable
It
for
was
your
so
buttocks.
comfortable
Right?
for your butt.
Mhm.
So,
Congressionally approved birth control. That's what's going on in that old lady bathroom.
or disapproved.
Yeah.
Coming. How did this come about?
What was the name of the? Okay, so we were listening to the
Oh,
weekly
Rex
top 40
Smith.
today.
There's
Rex
an artist
Smith.
named Rex Smith was in the weekly
Sing
top
the
40
song.
countdown today. Don't remember it. But
Okay.
some rando named Rex Smith was really selling it too, boy. He was just going, but apparently he was also on Broadway, but he's singing it like go to bam, bam, bam. And like I know that name Rex Smith. What else has he been on, Laura? It's like he's been on a soap opera. There was something
Oh,
else.
it was "You Take My Breath Away."
That's it.
Yeah.
So anyway, this cat named Rex Smith is on the radio, and I'm like, we're like, and he was on a soap opera. And it's like, that's a made up name. Rex Smith is totally made up name. But then I was like, let's make up our own soap opera names. And I'm like, okay, I'll be Fury McDaniel. What was yours?
Oh, I didn't even have one. I'll be Tori McIntosh.
Tori McIntosh. There you go. What's your soap opera name? What's your soap opera name? Fury McDaniel and Tori McIntosh in a love tryst.
Why was that even like, I feel like soap opera actors, Rick Smith, there's no way that's his real name.
Probably
right?
not.
And then I Googled him and he's been apparently married 4 times and had a child with another person and like just like a soap opera guy. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
And he was on a soap opera in addition to having that cheesy 70s song.
So he's somebody who likely did change his name, but we're listening to the weekly top 40 countdown. It was somebody sitting in for Casey Kasem. I'd never heard this before, but the guy kept saying his name and I couldn't quite make it. I was like, this is Bruce Miller. Bruce Miller. Bruce Miller.
He should have changed his name.
I started calling him Bruce Willis Diller.
Bruce Willis Diller.
I did this. I still don't know what this guy's actual name is. But like, I wanted to say, listen, Bruce Miller.
He was a mumbles though. Like, he didn't
actually.
Why do they let a mumbler on the radio?
I don't fucking know. And also, there was a reason why they used to make you change your name, right? Because it's like nobody's gonna remember Bruce Miller. And here we are. Now, can't even. What do we got?
Gary says Lieber 2000. Wasn't that a soap? Why was it called that?
I don't know. Giovanni, philandering Steve.
Tapioca Jones as the intimacy coordinator. That's fucking funny. Legion. But then Ray comes in with Rex Suck 'em off. Suck me off. Dave's in here like that one Dave guy.
Oh my God, you fucking people. Oh, Jesus Christ.
John Van Cockblock.
Yeah, Dave says, derp, gusha gonna hurt burp. Delaney Monavon, Quentin Steele. That's good.
Quentin Steele's a good one.
That's tight. Lieber 2000. Johnny Van Cockblock says right. Jimmy.
Giovanni.
Cat Jabibin. Beaver Cleaver, Stefano DiVergio, that one guy Dave, Rex Sekmiop, Susie Shitsenpants. Oh my God, you guys!
I'm gonna have to give this point to Legion for Tapioca
Jesus
Jones.
Jesus Christ, that was amazing. I
don't even know where that came from.
I don't know. It's my favorite blaxploitation star of the 1970s.
Thank you.
Holy God, yeah, the stuff that she did with Pam Grier was amazing. You know what? Blank is not funny. Blank is not funny.
Ooh. And said Joey McGee.
Yeah,
Joey Blank McGee.
Joey Blank McGee. Yeah. Holy God, that was Legion. I thank you. I needed that. I really did. I needed a good fucking laugh tonight, man. I appreciate that.
Blank is not funny. Okay. Okay. Name something that's not funny. The Three Stooges.
Yeah, the Three Stooges definitely not funny. I mean, I don't think we have to go to like like we don't need to go dark.
What?
I think we can just go with
name something that's supposed to be funny.
It's supposed to be funny.
Like Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis, not funny. Absolutely not funny. I've never
Jerry Seinfeld.
I've never thought Jerry Seinfeld was his stand-up was kind of funny, but honestly, I know I'm in the minority on this. I would watch that show because friends of mine would watch it, or I'm like, after like the first season, I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, it's like 14 seasons of.
14 seasons. I'm like,
okay.
Was she a stickler? Did you give her a tickle? Was she a stickler? Was a stickler for a tickler? Stickler for a tickler? Just shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Larry David is not funny.
Larry David is not funny.
Correct.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Why is that show still on?
I'm sorry if you like it. Your mileage may vary. For me, I don't like the comedy of discomfort. I don't like it.
I hate it.
Also, anything that Danny McBride has ever done.
That's 2 votes for Larry David. Thank you.
Danny McBride is not funny. I don't find Danny McBride funny at all.
You know what? Chris Farley, I agree with you, not funny.
I admired his total
seemed like a total commitment guy, right? But not funny.
He was total commitment, but living in a van down by the river, it's like, I guess I don't know. I mean, listen.
Robin Williams, I don't think you can go there.
I've heard people say that, and I know that sincerely helped. I think Robin Williams was extraordinarily funny, but I
don't think you're allowed to.
Scott
say
says Tapioca Steve.
Yeah.
Not funny. Drew Carey. Yeah, I don't think Drew Carey's funny either. Let's see.
John Lovitz.
Not funny. I've never thought he was
And
funny.
everyone's
Yeah,
naming
that's the
all the
ticket.
people from Saturday Night Live.
Right,
That's
exactly.
funny.
David Spade as well. Not
Not funny.
David Spade is honestly one of the unfunniest people who has gotten successful at supposedly being funny. I watched like 5 minutes of a stand-up thing of his that happened to be on TikTok because it was suggested to me, and I'm like, how is this motherfucker doing anything that is even slightly even vaguely referred to as comedy? I don't get it.
I'm laughing at all of these. Jim Carrey, I agree. Not
my God.
funny.
Actually, Jim Carrey's name came up and by the way, he seems like a dark, evil person to me.
Oh,
He just does.
well, I don't know if evil, but
and
he
he's not evil,
seems
he's
dark
dark.
inside.
He's
Like,
very dark inside. The Onion, back when it used to be funny, had they had a headline back when Jim Carrey was ruling the world with his comedy and Ace Ventura, and I think the headline was what, rubber-faced Fartsmith, America's sweetheart. Yeah.
actually, there was a Larry Sanders sketch with Jim Carrey where he was so just dark,
Him.
like
Him.
maybe
It was
himself.
100% him.
And I
though.
feel like that's
They
exactly
got
who
him
he is.
exactly.
They have him like singing this Broadway song, and then
was
he
the
just goes
finale.
to so dark.
It was
yeah.
it was the final episode.
so
Yeah.
great.
Is this me? This
is you.
me. Oh my God! Why Eric says Hitler?
Oh, Sean Spicer on Dancing with the Stars. Not funny.
Oh my God!
Remember that big wad of gum he was always chewing?
Holy God! Trump getting reelected is not funny. Yeah, you're absolutely. I'm gonna give it to Scott for Tapioca Steve. I don't know why that just made me laugh. But great round, everybody. I love that. Listen, we love your qualifications.
I love the slander.
I see that we went to the same alma mater. Go Cougars. But why did you leave your previous job? Can you explain that for us, for the folks here on this side of the table here in HR?
My previous job left me. It was a mutual breakup.
Anderson and the other dude on CNN New Year's Eve. Yes. Honestly, I don't think Andy Cohen is funny. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of people do.
No, he's canceled now. Don't worry about him.
Okay, good. We don't have to worry about him anymore?
No.
Okay, good.
Andy Cohen?
Andy Cohen.
He's super duper canceled.
Okay, cool. All right, we don't have to worry about him. I actually was one of the people who thought that Anderson and Kathy Griffin were very, very funny.
Ray went left because of harassment. See, Steve is funny.
It's just funny. God damn it.
Steve is the Swiss Army knife of funny.
It's just the Swiss Army knife of funny, and I make no apologies. I make no apologies at all. Fashion Steve. Fashion Steve.
Inch says there were not enough pimps in the lobby.
Suzanne said not enough pimps in the lobby.
I had a shitty boss.
Most honest answer because she had a shitty boss. Sure.
I had a shitty boss too, and now she's dead.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, you did, and she is. It's true. It's really true, and you don't know how to feel about that when somebody who's like, she wasn't a bad person, she was just kind of a shitty person. You know the distinction. She's not like going out and murdering puppies or anything. She was just kind of a shitty person, and she's dead, and you don't really know how to feel when that happens.
And then
you're sorry for everybody who loves her, right? Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah.
Well, that went dark.
It did. It took a dark turn. Somebody bring it back up. Come on. Let's hang on. Fashion Steve.
For Tapioca Jones.
Exactly. We're just gonna make
Tapioca Jones.
She's a whole lot of. She's a whole lot of pudding.
Shut your mouth.
She's a whole lot of pudding. Oh my goodness.
See, that's about to topple over.
That's her catchphrase.
Yep.
That is her catchphrase. Her catchphrase is she's
I'm
a whole
your
lot of pudding.
intimacy coordinator. Okay.
And I'm a whole lot of pudding. Oh.
Carrie says they took away my stapler.
Oh,
It's a swing line stapler.
Swing line stapler.
Nope.
No. I'm burned down the building.
Nope.
Let's see. I finished it, and they asked me to stop coming over. Yeah, it's not like I lost my job. It's just when I go there, there's this new guy doing it. Eric never loses jobs. Well, there
is not as much of a market for ice cream and porn as you would think.
Well, they left me. Kramer's voice. This is David Salzer. Oh, well, Kramer. What's his face? Michael. The hell is Kramer's real name? Michael
Richards.
Michael Richards.
Oh, he got canceled.
Yeah, his job left him for sure.
It left me.
Big time.
I didn't think he was funny either.
I did not think he was funny. Let's see. I've been not as much of a market for ice cream and porn as you think. That's funny. I've been practicing my dancing on your grave routine. Abdominal goo.
I mean, that is a good reason.
You got harassed on the job. Dear Laura, this is you, kid.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Eric for I finished it and they asked me to stop.
That's funny.
coming
All
over.
right. Speaking of catchphrases, I'm Tapioca Jones and I'm a whole lot of pudding. Write your own catchphrase. How are we going to remember you if not by your sassy catchphrase, people? Write your own catchphrase.
What if this is how people remember us?
Fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Honestly, just put these in the Smithsonian, babe. Next to put these next to Archie Bunker's chair.
You know what, though? I feel if I made some people laugh, that's all right.
Oh my
That's
God.
the best.
So Between the Ferns is not funny generally, I don't think. But, and this is the one with Zach Galifianakis where he plays an asshole who interviews celebrities and it's like this cheesy set and he just reads really insulting jokes to them.
Barack Obama was so funny. On
Barack
that
Obama
show.
was very, very
Man,
funny.
He makes everything funny.
But there's a reel going around of all of their bloopers and it is funny. And it's much funnier because for my thinking, seeing Galifianakis actually laugh, I just don't like assholes. I just don't like protagonists as assholes. It just doesn't do anything for me. So anyway, one of the clips showed him talking to John Hamm, and his question was, yeah, I understand your Mad Men suit, your suit from Mad Men is in the Smithsonian. And John Hamm was like, yeah, it is. It's actually quite an honor. And Galifianakis goes, did they put it next to the Cosby sweater? Oh!
I thought that was going to be like a reference to, did they make it bigger for your gigantic John Hamm penis?
Yeah. Well, sure. The inseam was much larger, but also John Hamm has been packing on the ham. Let that suit out. Let's see. Dave Giltner says, write your own catchphrase. That's his catchphrase. What does the menu say is on the Veggie Lovers pizza? Maple, putting the maple in your bar.
How would you describe the Veggie Lovers pizza?
Dave says, wait a minute, those are not raisins. Let's see. Cash Me Outside, says Fuzz. Now, here's a little story that I got to tell. That's funny. Yes, and Ange tells stories, you see. Brief, very, very short. Blink and you'd miss them, honestly. Very, very short. Succinct, I think would be the right word. My brain has been playing nice tonight. It's been offering up, I think of, when you're having brain fog and you start a sentence and it's just like you're kind of driving down a street and going, I hope that the road doesn't fall out from under me. And when you have brain fog, it's just like, it's like, I'm not going to come up with the word fuck me. Oh my God. Why, yes, it is that long.
It's a panini. Does that make sense?
Does that make sense?
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
So wear a mask, says Carrie. Suzanne, WTAF. So I'm going to give this is mine, right? And this is the final round, and I'm going to give it.
Carrie says, wear a mask.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, you are a Gen Xer after my own heart. The Pointer Sisters sang that, and you know who wrote it? Stevie Wonder. That's how fucking cool that song is. Yes. Stevie Wonder wrote that, and the Pointer Sisters sang it. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna give it to Ange. Had so many funny responses. I gotta give it to Ange. All right, so now Laura is going to add everything up, and because I'm not feeling particularly inspired tonight, I'm just gonna pick a video at random to play that we haven't played in a while.
Play one that has to do with the.
We don't keep score?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go. We haven't played this one in a while. Okay. We'll be back. Laura's going to tally up the points right now. Stick around. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Chuck Bullworth.
Close the book or turn the page, whatever cliche for this shitty age. I have a feeling that we're gonna be inside for another year. So break the games out, games galore, games you never played before. But if you want us to keep score, we don't do that anymore. We learned our lesson and learned it good. Truth and lies misunderstood. Stephen thought that it meant you should get a point each time you lied. Or the time when we came to see We only ever play 2:15 when a tiebreaker should be round 16. So we don't go there anymore. We just don't go there anymore. Know my brain, how I thought it was ruined when we try to keep score on Name That Tune, yeah. So come and play for another year. Don't you shed a single tear. Just know that this much is clear. We don't keep score anymore. No, we don't keep score anymore. You can keep your own damn score. 'Cause we don't do that anymore.
But actually,
anyone
we
remember-
do still keep score.
We do.
We do. And we have a. Does anybody remember what?
And-
Before we announce this week's winner.
Does anyone remember? Was that supposed to be a clown that I drew? Like
I
it looks
think
like
so, yeah.
Ronald McDonald frying on acid.
By the
it's
way,
very scary.
Fabulous animation by one Carrie Atwood. Really
Carrie,
lovely.
Steve Atwood.
Steve Atwood. Actually, that's from now on. Suzanne, Steve Zabo. Everybody's just taking Steve as
Lori,
their
Steve
nickname.
Colwell.
Oh
This
my
is
goodness.
everybody's.
Anyway, we're ready to anoint a new champion for the
For
week.
this
Who is
week,
it?
It is Ange.
Congrats, Ange. You won outright. It's very hard to do.
It's 4 points.
Very
That's
hard
4
to do.
points.
4 points. You almost always have to get 4 points anymore, I think, to win outright, right? Have we had anybody win with 3? Seldom. You gotta
Rarely.
you
Seldom.
gotta run the board, and Ange did, and congratulations to Ange.
But now we have a tiebreaker
Now we
round
gotta-
for everybody else.
We got a tiebreaker round, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. I mean, other people.
Everybody else had 2 or 3.
Everybody
points.
else like 2 or 3 points. So
You're
y'all
all
people are
super funny,
amazing.
so
You guys are fucking amazing. All right. So anyway, we're going to do our tiebreaker right now. Everybody go ahead and answer. Everybody, of course, except for this week's champion, Angela. You can be excused to have long hair. Whatever you're going to do. Or to have a bite of pizza with mushrooms. For this Academy Award, I'd like to thank blank. For this Academy Award, I'd like to thank, let's hear your acceptance speech. For this Academy Award, I would like to thank blank.
I'd like to thank some derivative of Steve.
Oh, yeah, Steve.
I'd like to thank lighting designer Steve.
Lighting designer Steve.
I'd like to thank agent Steve.
Director and
Director
producer
Steve.
Steve. My agent
I'd like
Steve.
To thank manager Steve.
And honestly, I couldn't have done it without my wonderful co-star Steve,
yeah,
who really
and my
carried
wife
me.
Steve.
And my wife Steve, and also my children
Yeah.
Steve, and Steve Jr.
Yeah.
And Charles. And of course, my other son.
I mean, Eric thinks we call everything Steve.
We fucking
And
do.
the argument
'Cause
is
it's funny.
Steve is funny.
Steve
it's
is
a
funny.
hard consonant.
It's just funny.
It's Steve,
It is.
Steve.
I'd like to thank Chris Rock. Oh my God.
See, she's funny again.
Yeah,
Ange has her
I said
funniest
you were
pants on
excused,
tonight.
Angela. Yeah.
We said good day.
I said good day, madam. I said good day.
David Seltzer would like to thank the Eggman.
Cuckoo. Oh, well, maybe you meant the Beastie Boys Eggman or the John
Which
Lennon
one?
Eggman.
Which one?
Taxi driver. I'm the Eggman. That's
I'd
right.
like to thank the statuette Steve. Steve's right hand.
Steve's right hand. Thank God I'm a country boy.
By the way, speaking of right hands,
Yeah.
where'd your mom go?
I don't know. I think she might just. Often my mom has said that when she doesn't feel inspired, she just sits and watches it like
Just
a like a normal person,
Okay.
like a regular fucking television show.
Yeah, okay.
She watches on her big screen TV, which is kind of intimidating, honestly,
it's a little
because
weird.
I watched a replay over there, and my head is like this big. Oh, geez. Like, I don't like to look at that much of me in analog form. My God, have you
Thank
ever considered
for letting me
be myself?
Eric would like to thank his intimacy coordinator,
That's funny.
Tapioca Jones.
Oh, Legion. Ozempic. I'd like to thank
So
Ozempic.
funny.
The sound of one hand clapping. You for being a friend. Back again. Okay, is it time to vote? It's time to vote. Okay, the hurdy-gurdy man. Everybody started voting on who you think had the funniest response to for this Academy Award. I would like to thank blank. And excuse me, the way that you do it is just go to the answer that you think is the funniest and give it either a thumbs up or a haha or whatever, a heart. Whatever, fucking give it an angry thing. I don't know. Just do whatever indicates that you have liked that. You've seen it. You've liked it. Oh, right. I'm supposed to be doing my sports guy voice.
That's right. That's right.
Right now.
Did someone remind you that you're supposed to be doing your sports guy voice?
Actually, it was the little man inside of my head. Okay. The little man who lives inside of my head has told me I'm getting a message that yes, I'm supposed to be doing my sport. I'm getting a message that we can't do this material this week.
We cancel.
Yeah. Every once in a while, Laura and I will be in the middle of just shticking. We're shticking hard, and it's blue, and it's just like it is not safe for
it's not good.
NSFW.
It's not good.
And like I'm getting a word from the booth
message
that no, we can't do this material on the show this week.
We can't repeat this material.
And it's time. Who is this week's runner-up?
Eric has is the second place with my intimacy coordinator.
Tapioca Jones. Kids, this has been amazing. Oh my goodness. 9:20.
9:20. That's not
8
bad.
minutes before. Well, actually, it was 9:37 we logged off last week. So okay.
I give up.
Yeah, we're out of here. All right.
You know what? Kids. I trust you that you would tell us if you wanted us to stop. No means no. Right?
Oh, you kids. Listen, we'll meet you back here, same bat time, same bat channel
next week.
Next week. Honestly, I'm in a better mood. How about you?
Me too.
I'm in a much better mood. We
bring
thank
your
you.
bluest material.
Bring your blue. Listen, you guys work blue. We can't, but you do.
Bring your blue material.
Exactly.
If we do that, that's not okay.
All right, you guys. See you next time.